Good morning, everybody. I'm just popping on as an impromptu. Um, the studio is claiming they can't update my video, so I don't even know if I'm actually live now or any of that. How odd is that? Maybe I'll have to re-sign on. Let me, let's see. It's not letting, okay, hang on, let me see. Okay, there you guys are. All right. Let me see if I can type in the chat. Scott is working days this week, so I can do some mornings after and get some videos on my channel because I'm slack. Well, actually, the problem's been I do not feel comfortable leaving him unsupervised on top of the shed. I feel like I need to be right there in case he falls. But the roof is done now. So the roof is done. And I'm thrilled about that. So he doesn't have to get up on the roof anymore. The next, I think he's going to frame out those windows we bought at the thrift store that are like the height of a person. And they'll go in that big opening on the front of the shed. And then he's going to put a door at the end of the shed and replace the window on the other end of the shed. So plans all the time. So good morning, everybody. Teresa, Susan, Mina, and Lovely's Crafting Lodge. I really hate that we can't have rooms or get-togethers on YouTube. Remember, we could have multiple people on YouTube, and I don't like StreamYard. I know a lot of people are using it. I don't like to wear earphones. I have a very low tolerance to things on or getting in my ear. So like if I go outside and it's a windy day, I have to wear a hat. If I wear earphones too long, I get water behind my eardrums. That's what happened. That's how I got that trouble I had month before last where I couldn't hear and it was so painful and that was awful. So I'm not going headphone route. It's just not for me. So what you're seeing on the table is day 1 and 2 of what they're calling on Instagram pattern mood. And the hashtag for it is hashtag pattern mood 21. And her prompts, it's put out by, I can't remember the lady's real name, but her Instagram ID is The Moon and the Maker. I looked at her name just this morning, and can I remember it now? No, my brain is like a sieve. Hey, Peg. So she's doing this in November. You post your picture on Instagram with that hashtag pattern mood 1. And she has 2 prompts tied together. So you do a combination, like this one was for days 1 and 2, and the prompts together were flora and flowy. So that's what I did, kind of like flowers that were flowing. And now I was just going to, while we're on here, I'm going to work on the next 2 days, and I'm using marker paper. I don't know if anybody else has ever used marker paper, but I'm using marker paper for this particular challenge or hashtag or whatever event. I am using watercolor paper and these Arty markers. I'll get them opened up. I like that it opens up and it lays flat like that so you can get to the colors. But Scott got these for me for Christmas a couple years ago, and I said, I really need to use those. So today's prompts are playful and bold. And I'm not real sure what to do for playful and bold, but I'm going to try something. And I actually have control of the camera today, even though YouTube keeps telling me it can't save my video. So we'll see what I end up with in the end. But basically what you're supposed to do, from my understanding, is just do something that could be used as a background, just like a print. It makes me think of just doing prints for like fabric industry or something like that. So that's what I'm aiming for. So I do use pencil. It kind of, you can erase it later. But once it's under the marker, it kind of disappears anyway. And these are Arteza Everblend art markers. Hi, Jacqueline. There's Anne. So playful and bold. Well, the bold part, of course, I'm going to do bold colors. Now, playful, I don't know. Maybe we'll just do some shaped characters on here. Had my teeth cleaned yesterday, so they feel great. They talked me into an electric toothbrush because I have some pretty bad plaque in some areas, and I'm having some trouble with the right side of my teeth at the back. So she said, you know, you can get a lot better clean with an electric toothbrush. And I said, well, if you can write me something that will let me use my medical savings plan for it, I'll get one. She said, oh, you can buy it right here. So I had a color choice of pink, blue, or white. So I got myself a pink one, thinking maybe Scott would get a blue one later. Maybe I'm being too literal. Perhaps I am being too literal. Scott and I love white erasers. They don't leave that smudgy marks that a pink eraser does. I'm on the verge of just grabbing something round and tracing around it. So what is everybody else doing? Who's doing, what is it called? NaNoJomo with Diane Fago, Pack or Die, whichever you call her by. I'd like to do that page as well. That hand is way too big. It looks creepy. So let me see. I've got a bunch of things popping up. Shell Ratcliffe at the Rambling Crafters put a video up. Cat Hand has a video up. Hi, Nettie. Looking forward to hearing all about the wedding on Thursday. I thought about opening a room, but then, some folks were saying they don't do Facebook. So I thought, well, I guess I could go live. Oh, dear. Well, I hope it all worked out okay. You'll have to tell us about it Thursday. I saw some fabric I wanted to buy to make a top, but it was like $25 a yard, and I'd need at least 2 yards. So I said, just can't do it. But it had all these, like a cityscape on it. It looked really cool. But I just couldn't see spending $50 just for the fabric. By the time I put my time in it, it would have been worth about $100 or more. But it would have been for me, so it wouldn't have mattered, I guess. I just can't justify that amount of money for fabric. I just can't do it. Since I'm not working, it comes out of the family budget, so thinking it's got to have more pattern in it. Let me think. What can I do? Let's do. No, that's not what I want. Don't like that either. That's what erasers are for, right? So who all got trick-or-treaters? We bought candy and didn't get any trick-or-treaters. My sister bought candy. She didn't get any trick-or-treaters. So I think we're all just going to skip the candy because none of us needs it in the house anyway. So next year, if kids show up, I'm sorry. We're going to hide out in the dark with everybody else in the neighborhood. But Scott made a point in that in the Northeast where he goes to work every day, there's a brand new neighborhoods and they're full of young kids because they're young families. He said that a ton of kids over there, and we live basically in a retirement neighborhood because most everybody that lives here is over 50 because they've been here since the 60s. We've been here since the 80s. But we've got a young couple lives next door to us. They got a 2-year-old. They got a little one across the street, but I think it's their grandchild. And then the kids on the corner are all grown now. So, yeah. Oh, dear, Nettie, I hope it gets better. Peg went for coffee. Ugh. Kidney stones. They're no fun. I am working on days 3 and 4 of Pattern Mood 2021 that I learned about on Instagram. So I did days 1 and 2 were floral and flowy together. So that's my floral and flowy. And I'm doing playful and bold. So I thought I would do it. I'm going to do all of these prompts on marker paper using my Arteza Everblend markers that Scott bought me, the ones that are like this, a couple of years ago. And I'm going to keep the colors pretty. What did you call that, Mary? Yeah, it's here. I'll show you the hashtag for it. I got to stand up because I've moved my it is hashtag pattern mood 2021 on Instagram. And if you do it and you post a picture, put that hashtag and then put it to the moon and the maker. She is giving away, there are prizes if you post. So it's out. I put it out there for you. But I think I'm going to do all my colors on this one just in single flat colors. What I liked about this one is you can work on it over a 2-day period because you're doing 2 prompts at once in unison together. So I said, well, I can do that. What I might do, instead of trying to erase my pencil marks, I might just outline everything that I had a pencil line. I'll just go over it with black when I'm done to make it look more bold. And what I liked about these Arteza Everblends is you get a fine tip on this end, and then on this end, it's a real fat, broad tip. These came up at Christmas one year as I can't remember if it was on Facebook or if it was Amazon. Might have been an Amazon special. But it was like half price for the full set. And I said, ooh, I'd love that. And Scott said, just order it. I said, well, when it comes in, I'll wrap it and we can pretend that you wrapped it and gave it to me. He said, okay. And he was laughing. And I also would like to do Packer Dye's. I don't know if I'm saying this right. It's Nanomoju. Somebody else started it, and Packer Dye is continuing it this year. I need to look up that hashtag. It's on her channel. And she set up premieres because she had knee surgery last Tuesday or Thursday. Was it Tuesday or Thursday? She had knee surgery. So what she did is she did a bunch of work before the surgery. So her premieres just pop up and they go live at 8 o'clock every morning. And she talks about what the prompt is. And then she does her page for that prompt. And I just thought it would be a blast to do the prompts with her. Now, let's see. This one. Got a little bit on my son there. And I like to mount things like this on black. So I'll mount this on a piece of black cardstock before I take the picture and put it on Instagram. So I just have to really pay attention to what I am doing so I don't obliterate the little yellow spots I just put on here. And I'm hoping that this is recording and going to stay up because YouTube Studio kept saying they couldn't save my video. You know, I went in and turned monetization on and it said it cannot be saved at this time. So I don't even know if they're going to record this for me or not. We'll see when I'm done. But that's all right, I guess. Went to Joann's yesterday, and Dee from Dee and Dory, they do a video. They're sisters. They do a video on Sunday of their week-long makes, and they had recently done a pattern haul, and Dee had bought a pattern, McCall's 8241. It's a poncho top. And so I went to Joann's yesterday. I had bought the pattern when it was on sale. And I went yesterday to look at the clearance table. And it was a wreck after the weekend. And I wanted to see exactly what was on there. So I just started cleaning the table for them. And some lady asked me if I could take a moment and tell her about sewing machines. I said, well, I'm just in here shopping. I used to manage this store, so I can probably answer your questions for you. No, she says. And I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. So I answered her questions about sewing machines. And then I went back and I found some fabric. And, you know, on that flat fold table back there, thanks, Mary, they have those dots and they'll say like lime green is 50% off and that. Well, I came up with a purple label and they didn't have a sticker telling me how much it was off. And I went up to the counter. I said, I really don't mean to be a pain, but I would like to know how much this is because y'all don't have the dot to tell me how much this is off. Oh, we're trying to get away from using those dot colorways on the bolts. And all I could think of is if you're not going to use those dots, you need to hard stamp what the current price is. I was wondering why their fabric on that table never seems to move. And it's because people don't want to walk up front to get a price check. And then if they don't want it, walk it back or create a big pile up at the cutting counter or whatever. I should have told them that, but I didn't think about it till I got home. But anyway, the fabric I took up to her came up $3.49 a yard for a sweater fabric. It's a beautiful navy blue stripe, and I'm going to make that top. That's the long story about that pattern and everything. So I pre-washed that yesterday. So I'm going to work on that. I might try recording it and see how it turns out. My camera is full of roofing videos right now, though. So this afternoon, at some point, I need to sit down with Scott and help him edit a video and put it up on his channel. And what I'll do is the next time we do a more chatty video, I'll just put a couple photos of what he did in my video with a link to his video on his channel. I'm going to use my bigger nib once I get away from these sunshine rays here. And that's what I love about them, because then when you get to a big area, you can really cover some ground. Yeah, this is kind of different. And I'm getting practice with these markers that I was dying to have, you know. Oh, I'd love to have those. And then they've sat there. I've used them one other time, and I really liked that picture. I did a bird with Beth one night when she was doing a painting. I used the markers, and I've made cards with that picture where I just copied it and then shrunk it down to fit a card. Easy peasy. And it has a blending pen, so maybe I could go over some of this. I don't know. I didn't know if somebody would want to sit and watch me color all morning or not, but thank you, Mina. I made myself some tea and I forgot about it. I better take a sip of it. Oh, I mentioned I had those old jeans of Scott's, and I've gone ahead and I got some ATCs, and I think they are so cute. Look. And I'm going to do slow stitching on these. So slow stitching ATCs. And then you could put a piece of paper. After you've done all your stitching, you could put one of those ATC papers on the back so it would be a little firmer. And then you could swap those. I thought that would be fun. Is anybody else into a fabric ATC swap? I think that would be a lot of fun to see. I know Janet Nash would when she gets back home. I'm sure of it. I might just make one and send it to her. She is doing some amazing slow stitching at her parents'. Did y'all catch her video? She put up a check-in kind of video. She's still up at her mom and dad's. And it's beautiful there. She said she's a city girl, but it sure is pretty where her folks live. I thoroughly enjoyed her video. We might wait and do it like in January, Mary, because if you haven't counted your projects, I have. You've got a lot of projects in the works. We might ought to hold off on adding any more until we get done. I need to add my potato bake. Well, it's my mother-in-law's recipe for a potato bake, but I've added it to the conversation for the recipes. If somebody that's watching would like the recipes that are coming together and are not on Fibsville on Facebook, just email me. I'm pretty sure my email is on my about page. Just email me and tell me you're interested in the recipes, and I can just email the recipes to you. I've been putting them in a file on my computer that I'm going to upload as a complete file to Fibsville once we get the 24 recipes that the little journal will hold. I'm going to do a flip through of my journal as soon as I get, all the tags and pages filled. So what I was going to say is I'm going to add the potato bake that my mother-in-law does. It's delicious. Then I need 3 more appetizers. If anybody has appetizer recipes that are really good, if you could add them to that Fibsville discussion under the picture of my journal that says gather on the front of it, please do. If not, I'm going to go and search in some of my old cookbooks and just pick out 3 that sound good, but I haven't tried yet. I'd really rather have members' tried and true recipes. That was the whole idea of the recipe swap. And we're going to do this again in December. We're going to do another envelope journal. So it'll be the same size. We'll use the same size envelopes. We'll do the same thing, but we're going to do Christmas cookie swap or exchange. So keep that in mind of which cookies recipe you want to swap with. Oh, and if you're in the UK, that's biscuits. I just think it would be a lot of fun. I see a pencil line I need to lose before I start coloring. There's one here too. Anywhere the pencil lines cross, I like to get rid of them before I start adding color. All right, now I'll go back to the small nibs so that I can get it in. You have an easy appetizer? Okay. All right. So Teresa has one, Nettie has one, so we only need one more appetizer and the book will be full. Nettie, that's only if you feel up to it though, hon. I don't want you to, go out of your way if you're feeling bad. But that would be great. And then we could wrap that project up. When I get done with this page, I want to share I have 2 more journals in the works that I haven't shared yet. I found them on my table. I think I started one in Craft and Chat one day using recycled cardboard from the cat food boxes. That stuff makes the best journals. That lightweight, where they put it in to keep the cans from rattling. Oh dear, I just colored his sleeve. That's not good. That's all right. We're going to leave it. I'll fix it some way. And I colored his finger a little bit too. Well, that's not good. We'll just round that over and that'll be his thumb. Scott and I started watching, I think it's season 9 of the Bake Off. And finally I told him, I said, we got to turn it off at the end of the next one because Netflix just keeps going. It doesn't ask you if you want to keep watching. I said, only after you've watched like 5 hours of it. He's like, oh, wow. I said, yep, it'll just keep going to the next one and going to the next one. I thought it was funny. But we're thoroughly enjoying that. I love bread week. We were sitting there trying to figure out what the ingredients were for the malt bread because we'd never had that. And we've kind of figured out what they're talking about. So we might try to make some for the holidays where I could take it and the family could help us eat it so we're not all eating the same thing, you know? Okay. That free paper that they send out is awesome. Packer Dye's journal she's working in for her NaNoJomo is just paper she got from the cafeteria where she works. And I think that's cool. She even stuck a paper sack in there. All right, is that all of it all the way around? Not quite. We got a little bit down here at the bottom of the ball. All right. I think I'm going too literal, but it'll be all right. I want a real red here. With these markers, it's a good idea to try to move to another area. They don't bleed real bad or anything like that, but you don't want to mush out something you've already done. And that's where I messed up with the blue. I was trying to remember if there's any other challenges going on. Peg, is Art Joy sharing? Do you all have anything on for November? I saw Shell's video where she said she was going to kind of take it easy as she has company coming. So I didn't know if you guys had a new project started up for November or not. And I saw Gina's been working on her videos. I was like, what on earth is going on here? I had like 20 of Gina's videos show up at once. And I was like, what's going on? And then she put up a video saying, sorry, be patient. Oh, you're cleaning up. She's cleaning up her videos. She's got some go-to to do that because I tried cleaning mine up once and I got so overwhelmed that I said, ugh. Peg's put hashtag the perfect recipe. Oh, okay, cool. Let me write that on my drop paper. Hashtag the perfect recipe. And I'll do a flip of my mine when I get those last few recipes put in it. All right. I think I'm going to leave the clouds white because I want them to be real stark, but I need something that kind of needs to show motion here. Maybe we'll do some different shades of orange. Do that one. That's not really the intensity of orange that I wanted. And I'm getting a little bit of a shadow from my hands. Let's see if that'll help. That's better. So I can do middays this week because Scott's working days. He's training the people on first shift, and he said some of them have zero electrical experience, which is kind of scares me. Oh, you messed it up. Okay, let me cross that off. Hashtag AJOSPERFECT. All right, I'll look that up when I get off from here. I would love to do Packer Dye's journal in Packer Dye style because she does a lot of magazine collages, and she always blows me away with the way she'll cut a slot in something and then fit something else inside it so it looks like one big piece. I'm amazed by that. So I'm going to pull out my magazine images, and I'm going to do mine as individual pages that I will bind at the end. I guess I could do them in a journal. I've got extra journals in a drawer here. It's just, I kind of like to work on a single page. Does that make sense? Peg's asking if we could add up that hashtag to our recipes. That would be awesome. If I guess what people could do is share some recipes if they want to with the hashtag, because we've put them all in a book. Unless people want to do like a video flip of your books and put that hashtag on it, that would be cool. I'll do that. I'll put that hashtag on my video. I want a nice bright blue here. I put this sweater on this morning, but it's already getting too warm. I turned the heat off. I turned the heat on so Scott will be warm while he's shaving in the morning. And then I turn it off when he leaves. I was waiting to see which one of us would cave first, and he caved first. He turned the heat on before I did. But see, when he's gone, I just turn it off and I just put an extra shirt on or whatever. I'm trying to get our power bill down. It's kind of crazy how high it went. We do that where you itemize and you pay, not itemize, you pay your average each month. And ours went to like $300 a month. And I was like, what the heck? I mean, seriously, that's crazy. You're so welcome, Nettie. I sent out Halloween cards. I knew they wouldn't get to y'all until that I sent them to, that it would get to you after Halloween because I sent them Saturday or Friday, and I knew it wasn't going to happen. Mary was talking about what this color style is, where everything's kind of flat. I'm not getting this real flat like I wanted to, but I'm trying. It's a style. They use it in ads a lot where it's just a blank flat color. Oh, see, we're not supposed to get any kind of freeze until November 4th, but it's been getting up into the 70s still here. And that's why the big broad tips are fun to have on here. Those kids tell Scott, he's going by his first name at his job for the first time in our entire married life. So he goes by Jeff at work. And they say, Mr. Jeff, you walk too fast. Or Mr. Jeff, you're a good teacher. I told Scott, I said, you should get a job out at Tech. You could teach those kids how to wire and do all that stuff. And they'd be better prepared to take jobs at these businesses around here. So I don't know. It might be something he could do, in the rest of his 60s, early 70s. I mean, his main concern is he'll be bored at home. He's terrified of that. So I keep trying to tell him, I said, you could do stuff like teaching. Show up, teach the kids, come home, work in your shop, do that kind of thing. But I don't know if he will or not. He's afraid of becoming stale at home. He did agree that needs to be the last roof he does, though. That needs to be it because he's so wibble wobbly when he gets up there. Well, I hope all of the cards make it to their destinations because I'm real concerned about mailing anything these days. They don't seem to show up for the longest time. I don't know where they're going. Has anybody else? I know Ruth has gotten colder weather, but I didn't know if anybody else has experienced the colder stuff yet. Peg says she got a hard freeze. We did just, Scott and I were talking about how cold we think it is going to get this year. We think it's going to be pretty cold this winter. Because, we had a mild summer and last winter wasn't horribly bad. It's been a long time since it's been really, really cold down here in South Carolina. So we'll see. Let's see. I want a nice brownish color. Oh no, I've lost on this hand. It's supposed to be playful, right? Playful and bold. So this one I'll have done early for the 2 days. And the first one I got up on the second day. There's not been a lot of pictures showing up for that hashtag, so I wanted to show her some support and at least put a couple up. She said you do not have to participate every month, just whenever you want to. But I'm going to try to do all month. Some of her prompts are quite interesting. I think what happened is she started following me on Instagram. And so I checked her account and I started following her back. I don't know if she watches my videos or anything, or maybe she had made a comment on one of mine, so I followed her. I don't remember. It's hard to keep track of who you started following where after a while. Let's see if this color will get brighter or not. We tried to talk to Scott's mom about, she lives in a tri-level. She's 94 years old. We were trying to get her to move to her downstairs bedroom. We were going to tell her we could help her. We would move her down there. She got so upset that we just nixed the idea because she got so upset with us. But I just feel like she needs to be down there. Do you want to know what her main concern was? Is the 3 closets of clothes upstairs that she wouldn't be able to fit in the one closet downstairs. That was her concern. And all I could think of is I'm more concerned about you falling. So it's hard to know the boundaries on that kind of thing, you know, and I'm not her child, so I don't feel like I can kind of lay down the law to my own mother, you know, but she's more of a mom to me though, really, in a lot of ways. Anyhow, water under the bridge, can't change it. All right, let's see here. All right, now we're gonna color this playground bold. That won't work. Oh, I missed it, Ann, but you're welcome. I missed it in Mary's. At one point, Howard had me held down so tight I fell asleep. And I woke up and Mary had moved on to her Asian caboodle. And I was still on the recipe cards in my head. I was like, oh, she's moved on. I was like, Howard, now see, you made me miss all of that. Well, that's true. And I've quit calling because she kind of made it clear that the only ones that mattered were the male generation. So I'm just tired of putting myself out there just to have the door slammed in my face. You know, there's only so long you can put up with that. And the bad thing about it is she'll say it's my fault. I'm just putting it out there because if the universe knows about it, then I don't have to deal with it anymore. And then red again. This looks like a playground of the 70s, doesn't it? Uh-oh. Picked up some blue in my red. Oh, well, 'tis what it is. You're right, Riri. You're right. I tell you what, I'm very thankful for the YouTube community and the folks that I've gotten to know on Facebook. And oh, this might disappear because I don't know. It showed up on that other one. We'll see. Scott went over to his mom's. She lives in the same neighborhood as us. I can be at her house in like 2 minutes flat. And he went over because the day before she had called us, and she has an old trunk that was her father's trunk. It has a fabric covered large tray that fits on the top of the trunk. You know, you lift off and there's room underneath. She was looking for her red sweaters to wear to her Sunday school. She goes to Sunday school, but she doesn't go to church anymore because she can't hear in church. So she goes to Sunday school because that's a closer, environment for her. But the tray, the support board that goes under the tray, it had broken off, and she couldn't find it or anything, but it was laying in the top of the tray. I don't know who had been in there and had it break off on them, but has done the repair. That's what he did yesterday. And so now she can find her sweaters. She's always asking us if we're warm enough when we're over there, and we're like, oh, we're plenty warm. It's hot in here. She said, really? I'm cold. But, she doesn't move around much, and we're constantly on the go. thought about calling her and seeing if she was free. I think Lizard's Thicket has chicken livers, fried chicken livers on special at lunch on Tuesdays. And she likes those. I don't care for them, but she likes them. I would get something else. I might have to call her and see. We would have to take her van, though. I hate driving that thing. But she can't get in our truck. And that's what I have to drive right now is the Dodge Ram. Because the gas prices have gone up so high. And we got the car tires fixed. So it's safe to drive now. So Scott's been driving it because he has quite a ways to drive to work. And we thought it would save us some money, on gas. Because the truck is a gas hog. I think it gets like 15 miles to the gallon or something. So it made sense. But Julia can't get up in there. It's way too high. We joke about it being a clown truck because it's so jacked up from what we're used to. I wish the truck industry would get back to having trucks that had real beds in them where you could lay a 4x8 sheet of plywood in the back and it would lay flat. We miss that really bad. So this is green. I need to do blue next. Okay. All right. Y'all have a good day then. This is very impromptu, so I didn't know if anybody would be around this morning, but I was like, well, I can do live. I will have to get off from here, though, at about noonish. So I can prepare dinner for tonight, get it started and stuff. My mailman just went. He's working his way back up the street. I give him a little bit of time because sometimes he'll come back by. Oh, I picked up some blue. So there's some lines in it again that I hadn't planned on. And green. Yeah, and I would recommend taking some Tylenol. I had to take Tylenol after my dentist yesterday because it had been over a year since I'd had my teeth cleaned. Well, we were trying to wait until we had insurance. So I was in there for a long time yesterday. I didn't think I'd ever be able to shut my mouth again because I had to hold it open so long. But man, my teeth are clean, really clean. And then they sold me that electric toothbrush, which I tried that out last night. And the cats, they thought it was crazy. They came running and looked at me like, what are you sticking in your mouth? It was funny. Oh, picked up some black. I still haven't gotten to the Artorama machine. Artomat. going to see if we can maybe try to do that this weekend. I'll have to look up and see if it's moved because they migrate around a city. My sister's big old Great Dane dog even wore a costume this year. She put little tiara or something on her, like a princess. Yeah, I figured I have one more green to do. My brain was having trouble figuring out where it would go. I don't know why, but all right, let's put these away. It's going to take some getting used to. And oh, when it hits the top of your mouth, about sent me flying. It's like, not used to that feeling. I'll get used to using it though. And if it'll save them time at the dentist and keep me from getting the whole, you've got a lot of plaque buildup kind of stuff talk. And she gave me the whole talk about all the other stuff, you know. Looking for, I wish I had a black with the tiny tip like that. I need to order a black with a tiny, I have this one, but I really prefer the kind that's got a pointy tip on it instead of just a tiny tip. The camera's not liking that, is it? Too much. Oh, see, there goes the mailman. That's why I wait to go get my mail. Because you never know when he'll make another trip. Oh, yeah. I need to get with my sister. I won one of her auctions and paid for it already. I got myself a tea bowl that she had made, and it's in earthy greens, and I can't wait to get it. I need to set up a time to get with her. think she gets done with teaching at about between 4 and 5, unless she has after school day things she has to do. I know that, like, I think it's in the spring though. Maybe not. But she has like an honors 5th grade that sometimes she stays for special art classes. I don't know if she's doing that anymore. I'll have to ask her. She didn't speak about whether her students had anything entered at the fair this year, so I don't know if she had to do that or not. I need to catch up with my sister. That's what I need to do. Maybe I'll call her later tonight. Send her a text message. Call me when you're available. This could be bold and playful, I guess. I purposely try not to watch any videos or look at any other pictures until I've done my own, so that I'm not I can't think of the word, but y'all know what I mean. And I had so much fun doing that collage like Anne does. And I printed some off, and I really love how it turned out. And now my color printer is saying black and white printing only. So I guess I'm out of ink. And I don't know if we have any more. Scott's found this place to order ink. That's not good. But I don't know if we have any hidden out. I'll ask him when he gets home, because I really had a lot of fun printing off my own collage. You just take a box of get a box that you've got scraps and little drawings and stamped images and stuff, and then just do it on a page and then make copies. And you guys, you can make your own scrapbook paper. What's Peg saying here? Ooh. Well, I've you know where they go around and they poke in your goom to check goom health? Toward the back, I got some 5s and 6s, which is not good. You want 3 or less. So I'm hoping if I use this toothbrush and get on top of flossing. I'm not a big flosser because we weren't raised doing it. But it's really how you keep your teeth. I mean, keeping that gum line clear and keep the bacteria pushed out of there is your best bet. My new dentist. She looks like a niece to me. She's so young. Oh boy. It used to be all the doctors looked so old, and now they look like babies, you know? Yeah, I need to check on my sister anyway, because see if this new medicine's been helping with her gut health. Well, Scott and I are talking about taking a long weekend to that little corner where Tennessee, Virginia, and Kentucky all meet right there in the corner. So does anybody live there or know anything about that area of the country that would be good to know? Scott says he does not want to stay here once he retires, so we figure it's a good time to start planning that move. But I think for health reasons, we shouldn't be too far from a good hospital and that kind of. Barb Owen, hi, girlfriend. How are you? So happy to see you. I'm just doing the Pattern Mood 21, the second set of prompts, which is playful and bold. And I think I've gone a little bit on the literal side of the whole thing, but it'll be all right. And the whole thing about taking a trip out of town sounds nice. It's been a long time since we took a 3-day weekend anywhere. Still not too keen on the idea of staying in a motel, but I've always been kind of a weirdo and take my own cleaning products anyway. So yeah, I'm one of those that has to clean the bathroom again once I get there. And we don't use the coffee maker in the room anymore since we watch those videos. They're kind of gross. But yeah. But since Scott was working days this week and next week, I thought I'd pop on and do some lives during the week or open rooms to hang out. Tomorrow is Wednesday. So what am I going to do for Wednesday? I don't know yet. All right. I think that's all I'm going to do on this one. On the other one, I used a little bit of white here and there. This is funny because the red picked up some of the blue. So it looks like it's got cracks in it or something. I don't know. That's fine. That's fine. You stay as long as you can. That's fine. We've missed you, Barb. And let's see. Okay, I'm going to melt this on black like I do. This was the first. This was, what was it? Flora and Flowy. And this is bold. No, playful and bold. I just like to melt things on black because I think it makes them pop so nicely. Because you can see the difference between this one and this one without the black backing. So I can't remember what I cut this black piece of paper at. 5 3/4 by 7 1/4. I cleaned my table off and I saw Mary was signing off and I said, ooh, I can go live. And just like a sieve, there went that measurement. All right, 5 3/4 by 7 1/4. Oh, see, this is what I don't like about this because that quarter mark is right somewhere in there. I guess I could have done this. Looks like I got it close enough. just spotted Barbo, and Mary will be sad she missed you. Her and brother had to go get his booster shot. But she'll see that you were here in the replay. So the next thing I was going to quickly do, or maybe not so quickly. Let's see, I've been on for a while yet. I want to do Packer Dye's Nano, I can't remember what it's called, Nano Jomo or something like that. I should look up the hashtag for that because I'm going to need it when I post a picture anyway. And what I'll do is I'll sign this on the black. So I kind of, when I put it on here, I lift it a little bit so I have room to write at the bottom. This one I think I got a little too small. I might have to sign it on the back or sign it right on there. And see, these would be fun to turn into cards too. I mean, I could just scan this and shrink it a little bit if I had colored ink, that is. I'm going to get Scott on that. Of course, I guess I could dig around here and see if we have any. I just don't know where he tucked it away. All right. I don't know if I can sign it down there or not. I try to use the gold pen I've got here. Let's see. I think I cut this just a tiny bit smaller. No, it looks like I got it exactly. I don't know. This will be for November 3rd and 4th, 2021. And the prompts were playful and bold. So I'll hold this and I'll post it tomorrow. I won't post it today. That's those two. Aren't they pretty? I think they are. Love you, Barb. See you later. I'm really thinking maybe I should add some white to pull the white of the clouds down into this portion. So I've got my Posca pen. I think I'll just put a little white here and there. Maybe along the tops of the arms. A little bit on his head. And maybe a little bit across the top of his shoe with a dot. That always looks cool. And maybe a little bit on his tummy. You know, the good thing about Scott working days is I can cook a meal in the evening and he stay for his lunches. I think I like days better than evenings, but we got to take what he can get. And I said, well, what about the daytime trainer? He said, well, I was like, so there is none on daytime now. So I don't know. Scott's done too good of a job, I think, is the issue. All right, let's put a little sunlight on our other little friend over here. A little bit here. Maybe a little bit on his loafers. Yeah, I like that. Just a few little white marks to kind of pull it together, I think. All right, so The prompt for yesterday, I know from Packer Dye because I saw that video. I do not know today's prompts because I went to watch her premiere for this morning. It went live at 8 o'clock, but I couldn't get access to it for some reason. I'm going to set these aside. The marker paper I'm using comes in a great big sheet, and I just cut it into 4 so that I'd have smaller pieces to work on. So I think that'll be a real pretty, fun little journal when it's done. So I need to set these somewhere where the cats won't get on them. We'll set them over here. So I know Packer Dye's first prompt was treasure. And I might just pull a journal out and do it. I have blank journals. I might as well use them. Well, this was a Fabriano journal. Got it on clearance for $1.24 at Hobby Lobby. So I'll just use this one. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. It's a grid paper. Packer Dye just makes magazine collage look so easy. And you know who else makes collage look really easy? So I'm going to skip the first page. I can put on there what it is and then just do a collage here. But I'm going to try to use the magazine pieces. Hi, Janet. Let me pull out my magazines. There's a nice beach. All right. This is all magazine stuff. And this is die cuts. Oh, there's a little sled. All right, I'm going to take the tissue paper out of here because I'm not counting that. Let's take that out. All right, treasure. And she said you can interpret the prompts any way you want to. So I need to kind of look through my, what I need to do is look through these. So if y'all don't mind just sitting and watching me go through things, we'll see what we've got here that makes me think of treasure. Vegetables, little raspberry mushrooms. Kind of like that older lady. She makes me think of my grandma. I really kind of like the concept of the beach and the harbor type stuff. Makes me think of there could be treasure inside this cave or something. I think that was off a calendar. Let's see here. Let's see, Packer Dye would like cut a little slit in there and stick something else in there. And you're pretty good at collage too. I think this is all like backgrounds. Ooh, hold up. Some earrings. Hi, Brenda D. Some jewels. Just kind of looking, see what I've got. I just thought that image was so cool. There's a rocket. pretty. All right. Thank you, Janet. All right, let's see. I think this one's animals. No? What is this? Yeah. There's a pheasant. Yeah, this is like food and stuff. Birds and animals. And I'm going to skip the rest of this one. Let's see here. I just love that. Oh, there's catnip. I'm surprised this hasn't been dug in for that. Oh, that's the what that Lisa sent me, deli paper. These are magazines I haven't cut out of yet. Oh, now see, there's seeds. That makes me think of my grandmother. She was a treasure. This lady made me think of my grandmother. Some of this stuff is like, You'll see how inept I am at collage here shortly. I'm trying. Oh, look, there's some older pictures of a family I did with. What is his problem?
I don't know. I try to feed him. He doesn't want that. I want attention. Doesn't want that.
Greg's cat Cole is fussing at us. Oh, look here. All right. I'm not going to use those jewels. Set this aside. Here. All right. Plants and flowers, many couples, children. I like that. Oh, look, cats. Hi, Kathy. I'm doing Packer Dye's prompt for the first, which is the prompt was treasure. Hello? Hey. Nothing much. Not much. Doing some art. He's at work. Yeah. Uh, yeah. 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 It is. Okay. All right. Yep, that sounds good. I will. Well, it might be such a thing that it's something that needs to be done so that you're safe, you know. All right. Gotcha. All right. All right. Bye. Oh dear. Her heat is out again. I have to take it when it's my mother-in-law, you guys. I'm sorry. Now, to me, nature is treasure. So I'm pulling out all these flowers and stuff. So that's what I'm going to use. So I like this dahlia. Might have, let's get rid of these. I'm going to keep these. Okay. I'm just going to put all this back in here. She's up there in her little den with her little heater. I think she's under the impression, I don't know. She made it sound like he was going to come tomorrow and install the heat, but I just don't know. Maybe he planned on it because he knew what situation she was in. He could have gone ahead and would need it, but we'll see. Yeah, it's fixing to get really cold here. No, Scott is at work. That's why I'm on live. Scott's working days for the next 2 weeks. And we got her to finally using our HVAC folks. So they've been out a couple times and know her situation. And they're going to put a new unit in. The unit in the house was put in there in 1996. So we figure it's time. And we told her, you know, if it goes out again, just plan on putting a new one in. So that's what she's got going, but she wanted to run it by Scott, and she had forgotten we had told her that he'd be, you know, working days this week. And she said, I just wanted to keep y'all in the loop so you know what's going on. I was like, well, that's good. She tells us we're the only ones that come and see her, but that's not true because his sister's been there and stuff, but she forgets. She just, it's rough some days. But if she calls and I'm live, just know that I'm going to take the call. And don't think it's unusual because she's 94 years old and she needs someone to be available immediately. And that's me. So I'm just cutting this out. Going to try to do Packer die style here. And I don't have these cut out. I probably should have had all this cut out, but it's all right. I just like this statue with the greenery on it. I noticed my thumbs down person is back, but that's okay. Welcome. Thanks for leaving the thumbs down. Let's see. I can't really see. So I'm kind of guessing where the statue is now. It's got a hedge right behind it, so it's hard to tell where there's hedge and where there's ivy. Hopefully I'm doing all right. Let's see. You're just drinking your coffee. I've had 2 cups of coffee. I've moved on to tea. I need to quit drinking so much caffeine, I think. I've had a heck of a time sleeping this week. Getting used to being back on days is rough after you've done second shift for 6 or 7 years. This one I'm not going to get every little leaf cut out because it's just too much. So I'll just kind of go around the edge. I really do wonder how much longer she'll be able to live on her own over there. Apparently I can't cut and talk. Sorry, guys. And I'm probably way off screen, but I've got to get this one kind of close to my nose to get it cut out. All right. And I'm not keeping it in the trash. I'm just letting it go in the trash. I've got so much stuff. There we go. There's a pot. Maybe put the pot behind here. Like so. See, I can't stay up late with you guys anymore right now, at least for the next 2 weeks. But the good news is I'll be available to go live during the day. I just have to sign off in time to do a few things before Scott gets home. So it looks like I've cleaned house and that kind of stuff. Not that he cares. He lets me do whatever I want, but it makes me feel better that I've done something besides just play all day. I'd much rather just play all day. Don't we all want to just play? But, I mean, we do have a tendency of needing clean clothes and, food occasionally. Even when you feed them the day before, they require more the next day. So if I miss saying hello to a bunch of you, good morning. What else do we have here? I really like this trunk, but I might save that. I love these flowers. Let me save that for something else. The chores never end, do they? I kind of like leaving that in a wreath form, but I'm going to leave that. I do kind of need something for a background. I like that saying. There. I wish I had more flowers. I could just fill the whole page with flowers.
Hey, Mama.
Hey, buddy, I'm live.
Oh, okay.
Are you going?
Yes.
Where are you going?
Thinking of going to Zestos.
Oh, Zestos.
Would you like some?
Are you buying?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're buying.
Do you want me just to randomly surprise you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Wing snack.
Wing snack. All right.
And you don't have to get me a drink.
I'll get you a beer.
No, I don't want any beer. I don't like beer.
It's too fancy for me.
No, I just don't like the flavor of beer. And besides, it's the middle of the day. Greg's cat is driving me crazy. He doesn't know whether he wants to come in or go out or go in or out. Because Greg's cats stay out in the bonus room. I don't know what he wants. He's yowling a lot. I'm cutting out this, I guess that's a sunflower. Shasta daisy. Oh, I know. This is, there's a name for this. I can't remember it at the moment. Why can't I remember what this flower is? Yeah. He would bring me a huge hamburger or something, and I don't want hamburger. Wing snack is fine. Kathy's laughing because I told you no, don't surprise me.
I would have just gotten you a burger.
I know. I don't care for burgers. Zestos, they just give you too big of a hamburger too. Their Zestos are like a salad. Their Zesto burgers are like a salad plate sized burger. One person can't eat the whole thing. Well, I guess Greg could. He's 6'3". He's got plenty of room, but I can't do that.
I'm trying to. Oh wow! So you guys really knocked out this.
Yeah, man.
Doing a good job. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, it's not a good thing for our blood sugar, but
I asked Cole what he wants for Zestos. He can't make up his mind.
Cole's being a jerk.
Well, yeah, look at my toe.
What's wrong with your toe?
Blister.
Oh,
It popped.
you better put a Band-Aid on it because when you put your work boots on and that blister's raw like that, it'll hurt.
Oh, I know.
Well, I told you what to do. You can do it or not.
I'll put flip-flops on to get the food. When I get the food, I come back and then I'll put the Band-Aid on.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Cole, come here. Maybe they're hungry, Greg. You could feed them. I don't know what's wrong with my cats? They just keep meowing in their dish. Usually I end up feeding them after he's gone to work because they won't leave me alone. It's like, feed your cats. Oh, this is such a pretty flower. I wish I had some more like this. These are treasures to me. Good day, sunshine. Yeah, he's got a big blister on his second toe and it popped. So, now it's raw. And if he puts his steel toe work boots on and that starts rubbing on that, he back taught me. He said, well, I'm putting flip-flops on so I can go to Zesto's and get lunch. And when I come back, I'll put a Band-Aid on it and then put my work boots on. I'm like, you smart ass. Definitely don't want to get an infection on anything on your feet. That's for sure. I'm kind of glad I'm seeing my nurse practitioner Thursday. I've got a weird spot on the bottom of my right foot, and it feels like there's something in there, but I swear I can't see anything. Or when I rub my finger across it, nothing. But if I start walking across the floor, it feels like there's something in there. I don't know. Maybe my feet are just dry and cracking or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to speak to her about it. And then right here on my arm, I don't know if you can see it or not. I think I have a cyst in there or something. It feels like it's getting bigger. That's my concern, is that it's getting bigger. I had a ganglion cyst come up under my wedding band once. That was special. They had to put a shot of cortisone right in there. It's like your body attacks you as you get older. It's like, come on. I didn't bring this on myself. Why are you doing me like this? I don't know why I'm cutting this out. I probably can use it, but it looks cool. So that's why I'm doing it. But I thought it would be fun to play along with some of these journal challenges for the month. And then there's a bunch of sewing projects. I'd like to sew up another 30 yards from my stash. I got to start fresh now because I just bought some fabric. But I definitely want to. I need winter clothes. I didn't realize I don't have very many anymore. And if it gets as cold as I think it's going to get, and then even if it doesn't this year, if we move somewhere a little bit farther north, it would be nice to have some clothes in my selection that I could wear. Now, I think Beth posted a message to me that she had received her envelope too. So I'm glad people are getting their envelopes. Because Beth and Joe had sent me a little ATC and stuff. And then I think Esther said she got hers. Ann got hers. Nettie got hers. Can't remember who all I mailed to. All those Halloween cards I made, I decided I'd mail them out. I think I mailed one to Janet Nash as well. because she had sent me a postcard. I try to reciprocate anytime somebody mails me something. I try to send something right back out. That's why I like to make some cards ahead, and then I have handmade cards all ready to go. Yeah, I've got nurse practitioner. I had dentist yesterday, nurse practitioner Thursday, and I think it's next Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know. It's Tuesday or Wednesday. I have my eye doctor's appointment, and I wanted to make sure they had all of the scans and things of my eyes so they can check against those. Boy, that was a pain in the neck to get the records sent from the optician in Easley down here, but I'm hoping they got them all so the doctor can look at them before my appointment. Because they were telling me, just bring them when you come. And it's like, I don't have them. I said, don't you have a way that they can email them or fax them to you, please? I don't know. We'll see. With the nerve endings behind my right eye being so enlarged, I want to make sure that hasn't changed any. I think not being under pressure of a job and things like that will probably have helped that some. I think management about did me in as far as blood pressure and thyroid condition and all of that, because since I've not been working, I haven't had those headaches where it felt like my right eye was being pushed out my head. So, and I don't feel like I'm having my heart beat out my chest anymore. When I was doing management, man, that about did me in. Just wasn't, I'm good at it, but I don't think emotionally I was cut out to do it. You know what I'm saying? I just got so overwhelmed all the time. It's like, oh, I just can't do this anymore. The first thing they want to do when they hear you have management experience, they want to put you in management. And I'm like, no, thank you. These are treasures to me. Flowers are treasures. These colors don't go together at all, but you know what? I don't really care because I think it looks cool. Looks like she's got a hairdo. A do or a don't. Take these off here. Put that one there. I'm just playing around with this some. I like to do it and then look in the camera and see what it looks like from y'all's perspective. Oh dear. Is that, what is that called? Scott Uncle Jesse had something where his eyesight was fading. I can't remember what it was called though. Oh, I can't remember. I just think it sucks that our bodies attack us like that. You know? All right, I don't really like the background having the grid on it. So I need something that will read green in the background. Let me see what I've got here. I think I've got something that'll cover this whole page. That's what I want. And then I'm going to put it down. I might even have a word treasure. And see, I'm not as good at this whole collage thing as others, but I keep trying. Doing a quick look back through. Maybe I'll just paint the page. Maybe that's the best thing for me to do is paint the page. Or use a piece of painty paper. It was so nice to see Barb Owen pop in. That was nice. She was here earlier. Okay. I'm going to shove you guys off here for a minute. I was watching that the baking show, and they were doing ciabatta bread sticks, and Scott was like, "They're not making like a regular loaf of bread; they're making sticks. What's the point?" I was like, "Well, it's good with salad." All right. That'll cover up the background. I'm going to go ahead and put that down. And Packer Dye just uses extreme glue. I don't think I have any extreme. I have rubber cement. tacky glue. I'm looking for it. I've got some. This is a photo safe clear glue. And it's got like a dauber end on it. I've not used this like this, so we'll see if this will work. This could be a disaster, but we'll see. Never know until you try, right? All right. That was nice of my kid to offer to feed me for a change. He doesn't eat anything I cook anymore, so. I didn't go over the edge of my page, but we'll fix that here in a minute. Cover this back up. And I think I'll just ink the edge. Cover that up. My tongue just right. It's gonna work. Yeah. It's not, it's bubbling though. Let's see. Benno stuff, where are you? I don't know. This journal might end up being one of those that turns out all lumpy bumpy. I don't know Packer Dye's word for today. Does anybody else know what today's word is? This was yesterday's word, is the treasure. So I have no idea what today is. I need to do some work on the recipe journal. It's almost done. Nettie and Teresa were saying they had some good appetizers, so we need one more appetizer. And then I can share the file and everybody can get the recipes. I'm hoping you can just print them off and put them in your journals. I think the whole object of this with Packer Dye is that you do something in a journal every day, and then the other prompts will give you something else to do. So you could get, several things done each day. I'm trying to bend this back so I get just the edge, but this journal is just not letting me do that. So the back of that page is going to get yucky too. It's going to get a little bit. All right. I guess I should have done that with green instead of, too late now. I have some green peeled paint. Maybe we'll add some peeled paint. Hopefully on the next page I'll be able to, I kind of like that. It worked out all right. I'll get myself moved over here where you guys can see a little better. This is not going to work too good on the newsprint. I can tell you that right now. I wish I could have swore I bought a bunch of extreme glue sticks. I just cannot lay my hands on them for anything. I have these other glue sticks, but I think they're all repositionable. It's washable, clear, repositionable. Repositional before setting permanently. So maybe I'll be all right with those. I got those at Ollie's, I think. I'll pull those out. Go ahead and have a couple of them out so that, and I'll get another piece of wax paper. Words is a struggle. When I finish this, I think I'm going to sign off and pretend to be a homemaker again and do a few things around the house. All right, I think this needs to go on in the corner first. I'll order some of the glue sticks when I get off from here. Okay. And I want this thing up here in the corner. I do need to do some laundry today. I think I'll okay. And this one was down here. Scott loves that Duke Cannon soap. So I put an order in for that the other day. And it's supposed to come Thursday. I will probably trim that off the edge there. See how tall my statuesque lady is. Okay. Got too much glue on my fingers. My nature is going to be my treasure. I get a lot of comfort by just going out in nature. So the treasure can be anything you choose. I'm hoping the word treasure is in my word box I have here. Might have to add some more glue to that. Might just fold this in half. It's getting really gluey. I like to go to gardens, places too. I probably won't get every prompt that I do, recorded or during a live. But at the end of the month, I could do a flip through of the whole thing. Greg will be back with my lunch here shortly too. So that was nice of him to do that. Occasionally he surprises me with things. Once the glue dries, I might go in with like a Stabilo and maybe make the statue pop out a little bit. But I'll wait. See, that's not gluing down very good. Right there. It feels like there's glue on it. Put some of this glue down there. That'll glue. Oh, I've got one more thing. I got my little flower pot, and then I need to look and see if I've got the word treasure somewhere here. And maybe when this dries, it'll stay on there. Diane's really good at collage. I just love her work. Let's see what I've got in my word box. I've got a glue uncovered somewhere. Durr. Yeah, I'm going to put treasure on it because nature is treasure to me. I might also look up a quote about how, in fact, I think I have a stamp that says something about that. I don't think 100% bamboozled will work. Let's see here. Let's just do this and we'll put them back in the box. Oh, the mindful nut, manic panic first. 100% bamboozled. Some luxuries and necessities. A healthier heart may lead to a world of possibilities. Love me for. Listen up, it says. See me. Cattle call. Today's prompt is water. Oh, I could so do water. I have lots of water. Soothing treat. Just need to find some. Well, I might do water later. Or maybe I'll save it for tomorrow. Well, no, I need to do it today. I ought to mail that one to Mary. It says a touch of gold. Oh, look, for water, it says make waves. There's river. I'm going to find something that'll work on here. Yes, thank you, Anne. The long and short of it. No Girl Left Behind. Visions. Live in Color. Let Fear Fire You Up. Let's see. Oh, Drink It In. I like that. Well, I'm not seeing treasure anywhere. Well, you can tell I get like AARP and AAA travel. Not a lot of these are like, that says Wild Wild West. Do y'all remember the Wild Wild West show? Bring Us Your Butts. Thirsty Star Day on the Rise. Enjoy. It's easy being green. The Terminator. Please don't drive your cat to drink. Heat of the moment. Earth days. Some of these I wonder, why did I cut that out? I think I'm going to have to look something up about nature and treasure. Because it doesn't look like I have anything that says treasure on it. I can't believe that. That says full of comfort. I don't have anything that says treasure. I guess I could just type it out with my label maker, couldn't I? I might do it with my old-timey label maker and then glue it in. None of these say treasure. I love what you do, it says. Stay connected, beauty. Nothing that says treasure. Not a thing. You'd think with all of this, there would be something that said treasure on it. All right, I've decided I'm going to just use my old-timey label maker and sit and turn the wheel and write treasure. And then it's obvious I need to spend more time looking for the key words in a magazine. I've got some magazines. I need to get her list and go searching for those words. That's what I'll do. So I won't have to keep anybody. And next time I'll be better prepared about having the right words. Hopefully I've got enough tape left in this old-timey thing to do the word treasure. I think I do. T R E A S U R E. And then what do you do to, oh, treasure. And my food is here. So on that note, I will let you guys go.
Special delivery.
Special delivery.
Oh, we got to show them real quick here.
Those.
Cole's like, yeah.
You're not getting any coal. All you've done all morning is nag. Do they have food?
Yeah, I gave them food.
Oh, geez. Treasure. Okay. I'm going to let you guys go. I'll turn this around so you can see it. And I will grab the other 2 pages so you can see those as well. So this was my number 1 page with Pack or Die. And then these are with the moon and the maker. So this is the first 2 pages of that. Ooh, really doesn't like the checks. So thanks for being here, guys. And wish you could see that better. Here we go. And hopefully this will fit the bill for the other. I might go ahead and put it up since, no, I have to wait till tomorrow to do that one. But anyway, thank you guys. And everybody have a great day. And as soon as I find my mouse, I will sign off. Thanks for being here. Bye, guys.